Hiya! It's me! Let's just adjust the volume here. Bling! Bling! It's me, Fairylands, and where have I been? Well, away. Went over Christmas, had the holidays, and I just honestly needed a break. And it ended up being a really long break. But good news is I'm getting a new computer in a few days. So, what does that mean? It means the content will be fresh and new and something interesting and exciting, something I want to do. Because Avernum 2, while decently fun, gets boring after a while, and I just wanted to do something else. So Avernum 2 we relegate to the background, but in the meantime, let's do something silly. Called Monster Loves You. It's a story. Help me begin your story. How does it go again? Long ago, deep in the forest, monsters called the Whale Mist. That's right. Long ago, nestled in the heart of the forest, was the monster village of Omen. You were born from slime that holds the memory of monsters known for... The monsters are known for their actions and attitude. You're not awake yet, but soon your first eye will open. Your simple dreams will give way to life itself. You dream of... Oh, what do I dream of? I am a protector! Facing frightening enemies unafraid, or fighting, eating, and screaming! Let's be as vicious and evil as possible. Fighting, eating, and screaming! Your body is turning and twisting, growing solid in the middle of a great vat of green slime. It's time to be born. It's like a swimming pool of slime. How neat. I wonder if it's corrosive. You awaken in the chilling season, just as the air begins to turn crisply cool. Onward! Your eye is open. You're a morsel, just barely born. You float in the spawning vat. Dozens of other morsels are exploring, flailing, and stealing food from each other. Stretch my arm. I'm having a nice wake up and stretch. You spread out the upper corners of your body and feel the tips of your arms split and harden. More stretching. The hard parts move through the stuff around them, forming parallel curving pieces. Flex. You have claws now. Slash the slime and try to swim now. Another morsel swims towards you. It opens its mouth to show a set of small sharp teeth. It bites you. This is intolerable! Stop that! You pause, unable to believe that another morsel is trying to eat you. After a moment, you snap out of it and start to move again. Kill it! Grrr! You rip into the violent morsel. It has fangs, but you have claws. Fight! Roar! Your first snarl. Excellent. When the fight is over, you're chewing on the other morsel's eye, which is all that remains. Served him right. Splash! Flutter! Splish! Squeak! Another morsel is too weak to swim properly. It's sinking towards the bottom of the spawning vat. Too bad. You watch the half-formed baby monster slip beneath the surface. It begins to break apart. Bite him! You dart in and rip a chunk out of the slimy body. It's good. So delicious, in fact, that you find yourself eyeing other morsels, the strong and the weak. Well, my belly's full. They're safe. For now. You have grown too big for the spawning vat. You must move on to the next stage of life and become a monsterling. I don't wanna. Growing up isn't something you can fight, little one. Okay. What's your advice? You're going to get into some trouble, which is great. Exercise your bravery, cleverness, ferocity, kindness, and honesty. What kind of monster will you be? To the Brood Cave and adventure. Yeah, so you have little stats. Stats determine how the ending of the game will be, and it's mostly a very big story. And I love this. Let's go. Choose your adventure. Chicken! Hemrag, an older monster, brings this big sack full of squirming rats through the cave. As he heads for the spawning vat, he trips, and all the rats spill onto the floor. Gobble them up! You block the escape of a dozen rats. Other monsterlings are closing in, but you have control of this group for now. How many will you eat? All of them! You have to fight some of the other aggressive monsterlings, but before Hamrag is back on his feet, you filled your belly to bursting. This looks good. Teeth. Elder Marinus floats in a pool of cave water, puffing her body like a bulbweed. She points at something deep under the water. Will you get that for me, little one? But you can't swim. Who's Elder Marinus? She's one of the older monsters. She's got scary, poisonous spines all over her, but she's really nice. I'm a ferocious and a jerk. Your excuse is more transparent and embarrassing than the somewhat cloudy water of the pool. She shakes her head, disappointed in you. Yeah, I'm not clever at all. I'm a bad person. A Roly Polyphos stumbles into the brood cave, leans against a rock, and coughs. It looks vaguely at you and the other monsters, showing no fear. I'm gonna watch it. While you stand idly by, Nashgash pounces on the fox, tears off its head, and eats it. Blots and Gobclaws move in for a few bites, once Nashgash graciously shares with them. Join in! By the time you do join in, there isn't much left. Nashgash gives you a paw, which doesn't contain a lot of meat. Oh well. Darn. You stumble on a rock and find a patch of purple lichen behind it. Your exclamation of delight draws Smark and Gobclaws over, but there's not really enough to share. What's so special about the lichen? Monsterlings mostly eat at night. Mostly. And what you eat is lichen. Mostly. The big lichen pile is familiar, but plain and boring. This is different. You stumble, blah, this is the same thing. They're on to you. Run away! Oh, I am stupid. That was cowardly. What am I doing? I'm stupid here. Wow, I'm terrible. Blistry climbs on top of the lichen pile. She refuses to let any of the monsterlings eat, proclaiming herself ruler of the lichen power. Charge! You charge like a whirling ball of claws. Your ferocity is so manifested as she leaps out and glides away, she nearly soils herself. Now you can be ruler of the lichen pile. You're chatting with Gobclaws and Blistry when a foul stench wafts in. Monsters all over the cave are shivering and holding their noses. What is it? It's Blots. Gobclaw says, someone's gotta tell him. He stinks, but not the way monsters should. Blot sees your group and makes his way over. Gobclaws and Blistry retreat. Yeah, get away. You throw a bit of rotten lichen at Blots, but actually makes him smell a little better. He slumps and waddles away. I'm just an awful person. Some monsters are building little stone towers. Blots comes to you with a heaping armlet of smooth rocks. Do you think this is enough to build a tower? Ah, I'm busy. Blot sniffs, slumps, and waddles away. He tries to build a tower, but it keeps falling down. Other monsterlings point and hoot at him. I'm a terrible person. You, Nashgash, and Blistry are wrestling near a big clay jar. You knock the jar off its ledge and it breaks to 100 pieces. You catch Elder Marinus out of the corner of your eye. Stay mum. Nobody asked. Ah, no! Run away! Well, you flee away from her and Blots follows you and scared out of his wits. Behind you, Elder Marinus roars, Who broke my jar? Keep hiding. You don't come out of hiding for some time. By the time you return, everyone is cleared out. You got away with it. Oh my, you wake up and find that you're no longer a little monsterling. You're growing up. Elder Marinus calls the oldest monsterlings to gather in a group. You're one of the oldest ones now, so you should join them. She looks grave. Fine. Marinus shuffles down the long tunnel, turning this way and that among dozens of forking passages. Okay. Merida stops in a warm, humid chamber with a pit in the floor. She points to the pit, which seizes with thick mist. Go! You fall, and fall some more, and fall, and you're falling, and other monsters are falling? Yes, some of them are crying, and you can't see through the mist. Or is it fog? Maybe clouds. Moans, groans, whispering screams. Where is this? It must be somewhere. You land on a smooth, flat stone. Despite the swirling vapor, the floor is dry as a bone. You hear other monsterlings breathing nearby. Some of them are still above you, falling. Get out of the way! You rejoin some of the monsterlings at the edge of the mist. There are more passages out of here than you can count. Some monsterlings begin to panic, while others look determined. I will take charge! The other monsterlings watch you curiously. Slash to show you're in charge! I have seen monsterling whippers in the fog, and you flick your claws, drawing a little blood and a lot of noise. A few howls and shrieks cow the others into silence. Now we explore in orderly fashion, now that someone's in control. You soon discover that all the passages converge in yet another mist-filled chamber. The mist here is even thicker, and you quickly lose sight of the other monsterlings. That's okay, they're cowards anyway. The chamber swirls with mist, smoke, fog, and vapor. So there's not any of those things. It's ghosts! Hundreds of them, large and small. They're everywhere! Spooky. One by one, the pale ghosts begin to turn their attention to you. Their eyes glow different colors. Stand fast! The ghosts speak in many voices, all hollow and distant, all in unison. They ask you, do you fear? Attack them! You scream and leap. The ghosts are insubstantial, swirling around your claws like nothing at all. Nothing at all? Nothing at all. Stupid spectral monsters! They laugh at you and prove that they're not entirely untouchable. Thin tendrils of mist circle your throat and begin to squeeze. And then you pass out.